Yo, it's your boy OG Shizzy Brizzle. This is another Shizzy Lit podcast. Today's topic is top 10 black podcasts to listen to during Black History Month and forever. If you're black, it's just history. You can feel me? So you can always listen to them. I guess any other nationality, race, and all that can listen to it for Black History Month. Anyway, it's by Sidney Clark at bestcolleges.com and all that, you feel me? You know what I mean? Edited by Cobretti D. Williams, PhD, and Mackenzie Caporal, my bad. Anyway, like I was saying, y'all know podcast is taking over. Whenever something take over, you know we got to get our piece of it. So there's a bunch of black content creators, podcasters, and all that we want to put y'all up on and all that. So this is my job. I'm gonna go real hard to make sure y'all know, and I'm gonna put the light on these people, and also while putting the light on myself. So y'all remember y'all hear this from OG Shizzy Brizzle. This is your host, Shizzy Lit Podcast. Y'all ready? We gonna do this just like this. Number one, The Read, hosted by the hilarious duo Chriselle and Kid Furry. The Read gives black queer takes on pop culture since 2013. The pair has entertained millions with their antics. Whether the topic is Summer Walker's baby food comments or their reigning queen Beyonce, the show packs witty commentary at every punch. The show also features listeners' letters, which Chriselle and Kid Furry respond to with hysterical and insightful advice. They never fail to analyze topics through the lens of societal expectations. The Read is an absolute necessity on everyone's to-do list. So everybody need to check that out. They telling y'all. The Read, number one on the top 10 black podcasts to listen to during Black History Month. We're gonna go to number 2, you feel me? Jade and XD. Dubbed the blackest show about nothing, Jade and XD presents a form of controlled chaos that listeners can't get enough of. Even with no particular structure, the podcast executes the perfect combination of intellect, commentary, and absolutely unhinged behavior that inspires contemplation while leaving listeners on split sides. This show caters to a wide range of listeners with episodes dedicated to topics like classes, black auntie songs, and detailed recaps of latest RuPaul Drag Race episodes. Jade and XD is a roller coaster everyone should ride at least once. So that's number 2 on the top 10 black podcasts to listen to in Black History Month and beyond and all that. So number 3, The Friend Zone. The Friend Zone, focusing on mental well-being. The Friend Zone is hosted by friends Asante, Dustin, and Fran, aided by Fran's knowledge of holistic wellness. The show is a resource as entertaining as it is informative, while explaining topics such as prioritizing peace, platonic and romantic relationships, and mindful practice. Fran, Dustin, and Asante give advice that changes the way listeners move through the world. The host dynamic balances Fran's careful consideration, Dustin's brashness, and Asante's amusement. The Friend Zone is a top black podcast for mental health enthusiasts. You feel me? So everybody, you feel me, that's dealing with that mental health or know somebody dealing with that, y'all might want to check in on that joy. You feel me? And that's number 3, I believe. Yes, number 3. You feel me? Of the top 10 black podcasts you should listen to Black History Month. Jamil Hill is Unbothered is number 4. Jamil Hill is Unbothered. Jamil Hill shines brightly in her clever podcast. Jamil Hill is Unbothered. The journalist and political commentator offer inside perspectives on influential black figures and their contributions to the culture, speaking with nuance and wisdom. Featuring guests like actor Daniel Kaluuya, musicians Questlove, and political commentator Stephen Colbert. Hills foster compelling and vulnerable conversations. The show focuses on black women, creating a space for them to hear news and media takes that consider their humanity. Jamil Hill is Unbothered is a phenomenal black podcast that gives listeners a look into black culture's foremost influences. So y'all check out that jump, Jamil Hill, number 4. You feel me, on the top 10 black podcasts to listen to in Black History Month. Autism is black. Autism in Black is number 5, pardon me. Autism in Black, number 5. Hosted by Maria Davis Pierre, LMHC. The Autism in Black podcast focuses on intersectionality of being black and autistic. Dedicated to reducing the stigma in the black community, Maria supports black parents of autistic children by providing a non-judgmental space and empowering them to advocate for their children and theirselves. By delivering real experiences and conversations with guest speakers, listeners learn about navigating various therapies, IEPs, co-parenting burnouts, and receiving a diagnosis during childhood or adult as a black individual. Autism in Black is a must listen to for anyone working in mental health or K-12 education. You feel me? So, Autism in Black, number 5. Number 6, Black Girl Gone. True crime podcast. Black Girl Gone tells the stories of thousands of black women who've gone missing. According to the National Crime Information Center, over 90,000 black girls and women went missing in the U.S. in 2020. The podcast details a new case, each episode ranging from the 1990s to the current day. Leaving no stone unturned, the podcast explores the socioeconomic, socioeconomic circumstances. Hold on, that word busted me ass, everybody. Socioeconomic circumstances of the victims. Host Amara Kofor narrates the stories, analyzing and contextualizing each tragic story. Black Girls Gone is a tough but necessary black podcast to listen to, full of harrowing accounts and reminders of the injustice regularly committed against black women. That's a mean one, Jack. That's number 6, Black Girl Gone Wild, on the top 10 black podcast to listen to in Black History. But alright, The Down Low, number 7, The Down Low. British companies S and Bernie and Bambi are the voices behind The Down Low, a podcast that acts as a loudspeaker for opinions on pop culture from an international perspective. Her largely self-identified as de-elish bisexuals, the hosts traverse political, socioeconomic, and naturalistic topics throughout the show from their unique vantage point. The host makes even the most difficult topics digestible with shady humor and narration, with a constant finger on the pulse of culture. The Down Low is an engaging trip through society's up and downs, accompanied by smooth-voiced British accents and novel viewpoints. So you gonna feel me? That's number 7 on the top 10 black podcasts to listen to at Black History Month. On the number 8, Code Switch. NPR's Code Switch dives into racial tensions and disparities. Narrated by journalist Gene Demby, the show is an absolute masterpiece, not shying away from topics like racism, classism, and other isms. In Phobia's Code Switch dissect new media and literature. The heavily researched and expertly edited production also honors influential figures and ideologies, and constructively criticizes them in the same breath. God damn, let me do that over, yo. Fuck that. They bust me at hold on. I got to do that over. The heavily researched and expertly edited production also honors influential figures and ideologies, and constructively criticizes them in the same breath. That was a mean breath right there. Code Switch weaves together different pieces of society to give a comprehensive account of why things are the way they are and how they can be better. You feel me? So that's number 8, Code Switch, boy. They had a tongue twister for me on that description, Jack. You feel me? But that's number 8 on the top 10 black podcasts that we got to listen to, man, in Black History Month, man. That's what they're telling me, man. You feel me? Number 9, Random Order Podcast. Number 9, Random Order Podcast. Full of randomness and foolery. The Random Order Podcast features hosts Sheldon and brothers Jermaine and Trey, who make fun of their lives, each other, and trending topics. The show runs mainly on the trio storyteller with their friends occasionally appearing as guests. The podcast also highlights the host experiences as young adults, Caribbean descendants, and black men. Pure comedy and demonstration of black boy joy, the show has listeners double over in laughter featuring vulnerable and open-minded conversations. Random Order Podcast is a must-listen black podcast for people who need a stress break. You dig me? That remind me of Shizzy Lit Podcast and shit. So I'ma definitely turn into them boys and see what's up with the Random Order Podcast, which is number 9 on the top 10 black podcasts who you should listen to in the Black History Month and shit. That's the boy. Try saying that shit fast 10 times. You understands me? So what's next, man? You feel me? Number 10, Black Girl Songbook. Number 10, Black Girl Songbook. Black Girl Songbook celebrates the musical genius of black women, pointing out trailblazers within the music industry that have changed the course of history. Host Danielle Smith invites legendary guests like Brandy, HER, and Jennifer Hudson to give commentary and context on their careers. The show focuses on black singers as artists and as people, diving into events and relationships that have impacted each woman's life. Black Girl Songbook unveils the mysteries and nuances of each singer it features, highlighting the multifaceted experience of black women. You dig me? So y'all make sure y'all go check that out. Everybody go check that out. Black Girl Songbook, which is number 10 on the top 10 black podcasts to listen to Black History Month. But like I told y'all, you dig me? If you're black, it's just your history. So listen to it all the time. Y'all know where y'all heard it from. Shizzy Lit Podcast hosted by who? Your boy OG Shizzy Brizzle. I'm out. You dig me?